Hey, get out of the floorboard, Lindsay. It's fine.
Oh, man.
Talk me through our trip, Lindsay.
We left my parents' house Sunday night and made a good portion of the drive to Mackinac City. And then started the morning by leaving the hotel in Mackinac City and driving to Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore, where we found a couple of short hikes to do before our kayaking trip. So we went to Miners Falls and saw a pretty cool waterfall. Went to Miners Castle and did a 1 mile down and back to Miners Beach, which is where a river came out and met Lake Superior, which was really neat. It's a great little 2 mile hike. And then we drove to Munising, got a pasty, and then filled our bellies and went to the kayaking tour, which is what we spent the rest of the day doing. We kayaked about 5 miles.
What were some of the places that we visited in the kayak tour?
We started at Castle Rock after the boat took us out there, and we worked our way west, I guess, in the kayak. So we got to see some really cool arches and caves. It was really neat to see up close in the kayaks. Well worth the trip. Daddy power, go!
Here, show the face.
Show the face. Yes. Do we see a face over there? And then stopped for some excellent ice cream at Falling Rocks bookstore. From there we went to our home away for our first night at the home away, which was an excellent place. Great little basement apartment on the water. The sauna was an unexpected, that's kind of neat.
Where are we now, Lindsay?
Ishpeming, Michigan, on the Iron Ore Heritage Trail. Going to get some lunch.
I guess I should stop.
It'll probably be good. All right, let's stop.
So you might be asking, why is my bike facing this way? Well, apparently driving a bike with no hands doesn't work too well.
It was not necessarily the most beautiful bike ride we've ever been on, but it was a nice little jaunt to
nice
a
trail.
Place that we had never been,
yep.
And probably wouldn't have gone if the bike trail hadn't been there.
Well, we have no idea what this is, but it's kind of cool. In what city again? Ishpeming?
Ishpeming.
Ishpeming. I was close. GoPro stopped recording.
Little left also.
Hey Lindsay, what hole are we on now?
Hole 16.
Of what course?
Silver Creek Disc Golf.
In what city?
Marquette. And story of my life today, going left. And then we went after dinner to Sugarloaf Mountain, which is the tallest mountain in the UP, or one of the tallest. It was just about 10 minutes outside of Marquette.
How did you get up there?
I took the steps. What about you? What are you doing?
I got a little lost looking for you.
Huh? You found your way.
Kind of fun though.
It looks like it.
How good was our insurance? Okay.
then we came back to Marquette proper and got back on our bikes, and they had a lot of shoreline to explore with bike trails, and just enjoyed the sun coming down and riding through the area. Cute little downtown. This Wednesday morning we woke up and Luke wanted to make sure that we kayaked to the island. It's
what was the name of the island?
O-Train, 1 mile from the shore. The host and hostess had kayaks for anybody to use, which was awesome. I personally was expecting a basic, boring kayak ride out to some trees and then turn around and say we did it. Yes, accomplished. But it was not that.
So we just learned that this is a old man's private island. 106 acres of beauty.
About 2 miles around.
And we're trespassing on the edge. But they were really cool about it. Took a selfie of us and texted it to us. This area just gets pulverized, the guy says, during storms. 40-foot waves, almost as high as the cliffs here. I imagine the cliffs are a little taller than 40 feet. Here you go, babe. I got some exploring to do.
All right.
Tell the kids
Let's
I love
see
them.
it. Okay. Huh. The next day we got up and drove to Pictured Rocks, into a different area compared to Monday, and did the recommended 10 to 11 mile loop, the Grand Portal loop. So we got to see Castle Rock up close, above instead of below with the kayak. We saw Chapel Falls. We saw
A beach on top of the cliffs.
That was at Grand Portal Point, which was one of the bigger cliffs, I would say. And then wrapping through the forest for a while, we came then to Mosquito Beach, which is not so much a beach as it is shorter cliffs, I would say, that we could play on, and Luke enjoyed, especially trying to climb between crevices and got soaking wet. And then I was trying to hurry him along because I didn't want to be in the forest at dusk because I didn't want any bears to eat me.
All right, let's talk about Thursday.
So we packed up, went towards Tequamanon Falls, which was not as beautiful necessarily as Pictured Rocks or Marquette, but it was neat to see. You'd hate to not go there if you're in the area.
So what's there unique to learn about Tequamanon Falls?
Well, it has a unique color because of the tannins.
It looks like root beer.
It does. I wonder if it's as tasty as root beer. So the tannins come from all of the bark that's in the area that's being
Rotting and decaying.
Yeah.
So it's really just rotten wood.
It is. And the foam actually comes from some of that decay, and also the turbulence in the water and the lack of minerals.
So it's soft.
It's soft water. We went to Whitefish Point and enjoyed some time at the beach there. Oh, we're not in Florida? Then took off towards Sault Ste. Marie for the night. We actually had quite a good time in Sault Ste. Marie. It was really neat to see a freighter and 2 ferry boats go through the Soo Locks, drop 21 feet. And so we watched that for probably a good hour, then biked over to the fireworks for Sault Ste. Marie, and they did a great job. It was pretty, and then we biked back to our hotel. Went to bed because we needed to get up early this morning, Friday, and head the hour south to get on a ferry to Mackinac Island. Not
And
Mackinac, Luke, Mackinac.
What did we do on Mackinac Island?
We joined hundreds of other people in biking.
Hundreds?
Thousands.
Okay.
It got busier as the day went on, so I was glad we biked the island pretty early. So we biked the outer loop, which is 8 miles. We saw the Grand Hotel and took some pictures, and we went to the interior of the island and played a round of disc golf, 9 holes. Not the most spectacular course, but fun nonetheless. And there were very few people at the park, which was awesome. And then we biked from there to go find lunch. And we tried out supposedly the best hamburger place on the island. We are at the Chuck Wagon.
What's so special about the Chuck Wagon?
The best burger on the island. And then we checked out Fort Mackinac and took the ferry back to St. Ignace to get to our car and started the trek home to Ohio, which will eventually lead to Indiana.